Every single morning is a chance to start fresh. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, last week, or last year. Today is a blank page, and you're the author. When you open your eyes in the morning, that first breath is proof that you have another opportunity to move forward, to grow, to build, and to become the person you're meant to be. Too often, we take this simple fact for granted, waking up and letting the weight of life's demands bind us before we even get started. But today, you're going to change that. Today, you're going to embrace the gift of a new day like the priceless opportunity it truly is. When you wake up, the first thought in your mind shouldn't be about what's wrong or what's lacking in your life. Instead, focus on what's possible. You're alive, and as long as you have breath in your lungs, you have the ability to make choices that can alter your reality. There are people who didn't get the chance to wake up this morning. Think about that for a moment. The fact that you didn't means you still have a purpose to fulfill. There's work left for you to do, dreams to achieve, people to impact, and a legacy to build. But here's the catch. This new day won't automatically turn into a great day just because you woke up. You have to make it great. You have to set the tone. And that starts with your mindset. Too many people wake up and immediately check their phones, letting notifications and outside distractions dictate how they feel. Instead, take control of those first few moments. Reflect on your goals, your vision, and the things that truly matter. Remind yourself that you have power over how your day unfolds, regardless of the challenges that come your way. This isn't just about being positive, it's about being intentional. Every great accomplishment, every breakthrough, and every life-changing success begins with a decision. The decision to show up. The decision to work hard. The decision to keep pushing, even when it's hard. When you wake up each morning, you're standing at the crossroads of possibility. You can either move forward toward your dreams or stay stuck in the same patterns that held you back. The choice is yours, and it's a choice you have to make every single day. I think about the people you admire, those who seem to be living extraordinary lives. They weren't born extraordinary. They made decisions day after day to pursue their goals relentlessly. They didn't let circumstances define them, and they didn't let excuses hold them back. That's what you need to do. Start by showing gratitude for the opportunity to try again today. Gratitude is powerful. It shifts your perspective and reminds you of what's possible. When you're grateful for what you have, you're in a better position to work for what you want. Of course, not every day will feel easy. Some mornings you wake up and feel the weight of everything you're trying to ever accomplish. You might feel tired, discouraged, or unsure. That's normal. But even on those days, you have a choice. You can either give in to those feelings or rise above them. Success doesn't come to those who wait for perfect conditions. It comes to those who keep going, no matter how they feel. Remember, today isn't just about getting through another 24 hours. It's about making progress. Progress doesn't have to be monumental. It just has to be consistent. Maybe today you take a small step toward your goal. Maybe you make a phone call, send an email, learn something new, or practice a skill. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Those small actions add up over time, creating momentum that propels you forward. You also need to understand that the gift of a new day comes with responsibility. The clock is ticking, and you don't have forever. None of us do. So stop waiting for someday to chase your dreams. Stop telling yourself that you'll start next week or next month. Start now. Take advantage of the time you have, because once it's gone, you can't get it back. This morning, as you rise, take a moment to visualize the life you want. Picture yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and becoming the best version of yourself. Let that vision fuel you throughout the day. When challenges arise, and they will remind yourself of why you started. Keep that vision in the forefront of your mind and let it guide your decisions, your actions, and your attitude. A new day is not a guarantee, but it's an opportunity. And opportunities are meant to be seized. You don't waste this one. Wake up with purpose, move with intention, and refuse to let anything stop you from making progress. Today is yours. Use it wisely. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you do control how you respond, how you think, and how you move forward. The truth is, life will throw challenges your way, unexpected events, disappointments, and setbacks. But those things don't define your outcome. What defines you is how you handle them. You can choose to dwell on what's wrong, or you can decide to focus on what you can control and take meaningful action. That choice is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Every day, you have a chance to decide how you show up. It's not about what's happening around you. It's about what's happening inside you. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, and the way you think determines the way you live. Start with your attitude. No matter how difficult a situation might seem, you have the power to shift your perspective. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of focusing on obstacles, focus on opportunities. Challenges are a part of life, but they're also opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. I think about this: how much energy do you spend worrying about things you can't change? Maybe it's the actions of others, the past, or circumstances beyond your control. That energy is wasting. Redirect it towards something productive. Focus on what you can control: your effort, your discipline, your attitude, and your daily habits. These are the things that will shape your future, not the things you can't change. Take action. Action is the antidote to fear and doubt. When you feel stuck or overwhelmed, don't just sit there overthinking. Do something. It doesn't have to be a massive leap. Even small steps forward can build momentum. For example, if you're struggling with a project, take 5 minutes to organize your thoughts. If you're unsure of your next career move, spend 30 minutes researching options. These small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but they compound over time, creating progress and building confidence. Your response to life's challenges also sets the tone for how others see you. People are always watching, whether you realize it or not. Your kids, your friends, your coworkers, they're paying attention to how you handle adversity. When you stay focused and positive in the face of setbacks, you inspire others to do the same. You become a leader not just in words, but in action. And that kind of leadership has a ripple effect, creating a positive impact that extends far beyond you. There's also power in consistency. Some people wait for motivation to strike before they take action. They rely on feelings to dictate their behavior. But here's the thing: feelings are unreliable. Motivation comes and goes. If you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never achieve your full potential. The people who succeed are the ones who show up every day, regardless of how they feel. They stick to their routines, follow through on their commitments, and stay focused on their goals, even when it's hard. When you focus on what you can control, you also free yourself from unnecessary stress. Think about how much anxiety comes from trying to control things that are out of your hands. Whether it's someone else's opinion of you, the outcome of a situation, or the pace of progress, those things aren't yours to control. Let them go. Focus instead on the things within your power, your effort, your attitude, and your actions. This shift in focus brings clarity and peace of mind, allowing you to channel your energy where it will make the most impact. Resilience is another key part of controlling your response to life. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about bouncing back from them. It's about refusing to let setbacks define you or hold you back. When something doesn't go as planned, don't let it discourage you. Learn from it. Adapt, and keep moving forward. Failure isn't final unless you let it be. Finally, remember that you have a choice every single day. No matter what's happening around you, you get to decide how you respond. Will you let challenges defeat you, or will you use them as stepping stones to grow stronger? Will you focus on what you can control, or will you waste energy on things you can't? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you have to make again and again. Take control of your mindset. Take control of your actions. When you do, you'll realize that you have more power than you ever thought possible. You'll see that your life isn't shaped by circumstances, it's shaped by how you respond to them. So start today. Focus on what you can control and take the steps that will lead you closer to goals. You've got this. You've got dreams, ambitions, and goals. But here's the truth: none of it matters if you're not consistent. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Too many people start strong and then stop when it gets hard. They show up for a week, a month, maybe even a year, and then they fade. But the ones who succeed, the ones who truly make an impact, are the ones who keep showing up day after day, no matter what. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about being willing to do the work even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is watching, and even when the results aren't immediate. Think about a tree. A tree doesn't grow tall and strong overnight. It starts as a seed buried in the dirt. It's watered, nurtured, and given sunlight, but for a long time, you don't see much happening. It's easy to think nothing's changing, but underground, the roots are growing. The tree is building a foundation, and then one day it starts to sprout. It grows taller, stronger, and more resilient. That's how consistency works. Your efforts might not show results right away, but they're building a foundation for your success. Every small action, every step forward, every day you stay committed is a part of that growth. Here's where most people go wrong. They expect instant results. They work hard for a week or a month, and when they don't see the outcome they want, they give up. But success doesn't work like that. It's not about doing something once, it's about doing it over and over again. It's about putting in the time and effort, even when it feels like nothing's happening. Success isn't about flashes of brilliance or bursts of effort. It's about the steady, consistent grind. Let's be honest, staying consistent isn't always easy. Life gets in the way. There are distractions, challenges, and setbacks. There are days when you're tired, unmotivated, or overwhelmed, but those are the days that matter the most. Anyone can show up when it's easy, but the real test is showing up when it's hard. When you stay consistent. Even on the tough day, you build discipline. You train your mind and body to push through discomfort. And that discipline spills over into every area of your life. Consistency is also about trust. When you're consistent, you build trust with yourself and others. Think about it. If you constantly break promises to yourself, how can you trust yourself to achieve your goals? If you set out to do something and then quit halfway, you're teaching yourself that your word doesn't mean much. But when you stay consistent, when you commit to something and follow through, you prove to yourself that you're reliable, capable, and strong. You build confidence, not just in what you can do, but in who you are. Now let's talk about momentum. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum is powerful. It's like pushing a heavy boulder uphill. At first, it's tough. Every inch feels like a struggle. But if you keep pushing, eventually you reach a point where the boulder starts to roll on its own. That's momentum. When you're consistent, you build habits that make it easier to keep going. You create systems and routines that support your goals. And once you've got that momentum, it's hard to stop. The key to consistency is focusing on progress, not perfection. Too many people get stuck in the mindset that if they can't do something perfectly, they shouldn't do it at all. But that's not how growth works. Growth comes from showing up even when it's messy, imperfect, or incomplete. It's better to do something small consistently than to do something big once and never again. So don't aim for perfection, aim for persistence. Keep taking steps forward no matter how small they might seem. There's also an element of accountability and consistency. When you commit to being consistent, you hold yourself accountable for your actions. You set standards for yourself and work to meet them even when it's tough. Accountability isn't about being hard on yourself, it's about being honest with yourself. It's about recognizing when you've fallen off track and having the discipline to get back on. Finally, consistency is a form of self-respect. When you're consistent, you're saying, I value my goals enough to work for them. I value myself enough to keep going. It's a way of showing up for yourself and proving that you're worth the effort. And when you respect yourself, others will respect you too. So no matter what your goals are, commit to consistency, commit to showing up, putting in the work, and staying focused. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Because when you're consistent, you're unstoppable. You're building a foundation for success that no one can take away from you. You're proving to yourself and the world that you're serious about your goals. And when you stay consistent day after day, there's nothing you can't achieve. When you truly commit to something, there's no room for halfway effort. Your results will always reflect the level of your commitment. If you approach your goals with a lukewarm attitude, you'll get lukewarm results. But when you pour everything you've got into what you're trying to achieve, something powerful happens. Your energy shifts, your focus sharpens, and you become unstoppable. This isn't about going through the motions or checking off boxes. It's about being all in. If you want extraordinary results, you have to be willing to give extraordinary effort. Think about the difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in something, you do it when it's convenient. You might dabble, try it out, or give it a shot, but you're not fully invested. Commitment is a completely different mindset. When you're committed, you show up no matter what. You do the work even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is clapping for you. Commitment isn't about waiting for the perfect time or the right circumstances. It's about deciding that nothing will stop you. The truth is, commitment requires sacrifice. It means giving up things that don't align with your goals. It means saying no to distractions, temptations, and excuses. You might have to give up some comforts, free time, or even relationships that hold you back. But here's the thing, the sacrifices you make today will be worth it when you see the results tomorrow. Every sacrifice is an investment in your future. And when you're fully committed, those investments pay off in ways you can't even imagine. One of the biggest challenges with commitment is staying the course when progress feels slow. There will be days when you wonder if it's even worth it, when you feel like you're putting in so much effort but not seeing the results you want. That's when your commitment is tested the most. Anyone can stay motivated when things are going well, but the real test is whether you can stay committed when it feels like nothing is happening. This is where faith in the process comes in. You have to trust that the work you're putting in will eventually lead to the breakthrough you're looking for. Another aspect of commitment is consistency. Commitment isn't about giving 100% one day and then coasting the rest of the week. It's about showing up every single day and giving your best effort, even if your best varies from day to day. It's about building habits and routines that support your goals. Consistency might not always feel exciting or glamorous, but it's what creates lasting results. So think of it like planting seeds. Each day you water and care for them, even if you don't see immediate growth. Over time, those seeds turn into a flourishing garden. Commitment also means staying focused on your why. Why are you pursuing this goal? What's driving you? When the challenges come and it's your why that keeps you grounded. Your why has to be bigger than the obstacles, bigger than the setbacks, and bigger than the fear of failure. If your why isn't strong enough, it's easy to give up when things get tough. But when your why is clear and powerful, it becomes your anchor, your compass, and your fuel. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is also crucial to maintaining your commitment. You can't be fully committed if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, or distractions. Your environment should support your goals, not sabotage them. This might mean finding a community of like-minded individuals who are just committed as you are. It might mean setting boundaries with people or situations that drain your energy. Whatever it takes, create an environment that helps you stay focused and motivated. Lastly, commitment is about self-discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the work, when it would be easier to make excuses or take the easy way out. But self-discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades. It's about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Self-discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop through practice. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Commitment isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about transforming yourself in the process. When you're fully committed, you become a stronger, more focused, and more determined version of yourself. You prove to yourself that you're capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. And that transformation is just as valuable as the results you're working toward. So if you want to see extraordinary results, make an extraordinary commitment. Decide that you're all in, no matter what. Show up every day, put in the work, and stay focused on your why. Embrace the sacrifices, trust the process, and surround yourself with people who push you to be better. And when the challenges come, remember that commitment isn't about never falling, it's about always getting back up. Because when you're truly committed, nothing can stop you from achieving your dreams. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success. It is the ability to push yourself to take action regardless of emotional state, to remain focused on long-term goals despite short-term distractions, and to develop the mental toughness required to achieve what you want in life. The most successful individuals in every field share one common trait: they have mastered the art of self-discipline. Without self-discipline, no matter how talented or intelligent you are, your dreams will remain out of reach. Self-discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits to support your success, even when your mind or body is telling you to take it easy. It's about resisting temptations, whether they are distractions, indulgences, or bad habits that keep you from reaching your goals. While motivation may fluctuate, self-discipline is what will keep you grounded and moving forward, especially when the initial excitement fades or when the road gets tough. When you develop self-discipline, you start to realize that your feelings don't always dictate your actions. This is one of the most important shifts you can make in your life. Too often we let our emotions control our behavior, using them as an excuse for not acting. If you wake up tired or unmotivated, the natural tendency is to stay in bed, tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, or simply skip it. But the truly disciplined individuals recognize that these feelings are temporary and irrelevant to their long-term goals. They know that today's actions will lead to tomorrow's results, and they act accordingly regardless of how they feel. Self-discipline also means being consistent. It's not enough to make a great effort one day or 1 week. Success is built on the foundation of consistent action. Whether it's working on your goals, improving your health, or developing a new skill, progress is made through steady, persistent effort. Consistency allows you to build momentum and develop habits that eventually become second nature. The more you practice self-discipline, the easier it becomes to continue pushing yourself, even when things seem difficult or when success feels out of reach. One key to developing self-discipline is setting clear goals. Without clear goals, it's easy to become unfocused and undisciplined. When you know exactly what you want to achieve and break it down into smaller, manageable tasks, you create a roadmap that guides your actions. This clarity helps keep you on track, especially when obstacles arise. With clear goals, you can remind yourself why it's important to stay disciplined. For example, if your goal is to become healthier, you're much more likely to resist the temptation of junk food or laziness if you have a clear, compelling reason to stay disciplined in your eating and exercise routine. To strengthen your self-discipline, you must also learn to delay gratification. This is one of the most powerful tools you can cultivate in the pursuit of your goals. We live in a world full of immediate rewards, instant notifications, fast food, quick fixes, and it's easy to get caught up in seeking pleasure in the moment. But those who are truly successful are able to resist the urge for short-term pleasure when it conflicts with long-term success. Delaying gratification means making the sacrifices now that will lead to greater rewards later. It means saying no to distractions, no to indulgence, and yes to your goals, even when it's difficult. Every time you say no to the short-term temptation and yes to your long-term success, you build your self-discipline muscle. Another crucial aspect of self-discipline is developing resilience. No one becomes successful without facing challenges, setbacks, and failures along the way. But self-discipline involves bouncing back from those difficulties instead of allowing them to derail your progress. When you encounter an obstacle, it's easy to let frustration, disappointment, or discouragement take hold. But resilient individuals recognize these emotions as temporary and choose to keep moving forward. They learn from their mistakes, adjust their strategies, and stay committed to their vision. Self-discipline means refusing to let failure or hardship define you. Instead, you see them as opportunities for growth. Self-discipline is also about taking responsibility for your actions. It's about recognizing that you are in control of your own choices in your own life. When you accept full responsibility, you stop blaming others, circumstances, or even the world for your lack of progress. You understand that decisions you make every single day determine the direction of your life. If you want to be successful, you must accept that your actions or inactions are the result of your own choices. No one else can do the work for you, and no one else can limit your potential. Once you realize this, you stop making excuses and start taking ownership of your success. Self-discipline isn't easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to push through discomfort and adversity. However, the results are worth it. Every time you exercise self-discipline, you get closer to becoming the person you want to be. You get closer to achieving your goals, building the life you desire, and proving to yourself that you are capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind to. To build lasting self-discipline, you must start by being patient with yourself. It's easy to get discouraged when you slip up or fall short. But remember that developing self-discipline is a journey, not a destination. Each day is an opportunity to strengthen that muscle and move closer to your goals. The more you practice self-discipline, the more natural it becomes, and the more powerful it becomes in shaping your future. In the end, self-discipline is not just about achieving success, it's about who you become in the process. It builds your character, your resilience, and your ability to overcome any challenge. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and creating a life you can be proud of. The more you commit to mastering self-discipline, the more you will realize that it's not a restriction, it's a tool that allows you to create the life you've always dreamed of. The power of surrounding yourself with the right people cannot be overstated. The people you choose to associate with have an incredible influence over your mindset, your decisions, and ultimately the direction of your life. In fact, the people in your life, whether you realize it or not, can either propel you towards success or drag you down into mediocrity. This is why it's so important to carefully curate the circle of people you allow to have access to you, your time, and your energy. If you want to grow, achieve your dreams, and live a life that is fulfilling and aligned with your purpose, you need to take a hard look at who you're spending your time with. This is not just about who you hang out with, but where do you invest your energy and who gets to influence your thinking, who you listen to, and who you allow to shape your beliefs. It's crucial to understand that people either have a positive impact or a negative one. They either build you up or tear you down. And the energy of those around you will either fuel your ambition or drain it completely. One of the first steps in this process is understanding that not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. People change and their priorities change. Just because someone has been in your life for a long time or just because you have a shared history doesn't mean they are meant to stay with you as you move forward. You have to be willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve your growth. Holding on to toxic, draining, or stagnant relationships can hold you back, keeping you stuck in a cycle of underachievement, self-doubt, and negative energy. When you begin to audit your circle, you must ask yourself the tough questions. Are these people supporting my goals, or are they pulling me away from them? Or are they encouraging me to take risks, face challenges, and grow into my full potential? Or do they make excuses for why success isn't possible and why I should settle for less? Your circle should be filled with people who see your potential, who hold you accountable to your highest standards, and who push you to achieve greatness. They should believe in your dreams as much as you do, even when you doubt yourself. These people should be uplifting, inspiring, and challenging you to become the best version of yourself. If the people around you aren't encouraging your growth, it's time to make a change. This doesn't mean cutting out everyone who's ever been critical or disagreed with you. In fact, constructive criticism can be one of the most valuable things in your life, especially when it comes from someone who genuinely cares about your success. What I'm talking about is making a clear distinction between people who want the best for you and those who are satisfied with seeing you stay the same, or worse, people who want to keep you where they are because it feels safer for them. On the flip side, actively seek out people who challenge you to think bigger, work harder, and push past the limits you've set for yourself. These people are not afraid to tell you the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. They will encourage you to go beyond the status quo, to reach higher, and to never settle for mediocrity. Their belief in your potential will inspire you to believe in it too. They will serve as a mirror reflecting the greatness within you and will help you rise to meet that potential. It's also important to remember that your circle should be full of individuals who are aligned with your values. If you value integrity, hard work, growth, and success, then the people you surround yourself with should hold those same values. People who share your values will be more likely to encourage the behaviors and habits that lead to long-term success. When you align with others who are on the same path, you create a network of support, accountability, and shared growth. This sense of community can help you through tough times, hold you accountable when you're tempted to quit, and celebrate with you when you achieve milestones along the way. However, auditing your circle doesn't mean surrounding yourself only with people who agree with you on everything. In fact, diversity of thought and perspective be incredibly valuable. Surrounding yourself with people who challenge your ideas and push you to think differently will help you grow, improve, and become more well-rounded. These individuals will force you to question your assumptions, reconsider your strategies, and find better ways to approach problems. Growth doesn't happen in an echo chamber. It happens when you're willing to engage with different perspectives and learn from others. As you audit your circle, you may also find that some people need to be brought closer to you. You may have colleagues, mentors, or acquaintances who have already achieved the success you aspire to. These are the kinds of individuals who can offer wisdom, experience, and guidance that you can't find elsewhere. Learning from others who have walked the path before you can help you avoid common mistakes, overcome obstacles, and make smarter decisions. Don't be afraid to reach out to these individuals, seek their advice, and offer your support in return. By doing so, you can build relationships that are mutually beneficial and rooted in official. But no matter who you decide to keep in your circle, you must remember that the people closest to you should inspire you to elevate your standards. They should challenge you to perform at your best, hold you accountable to your goals, and motivate you to continue when things get tough. If your current circle doesn't do that, it's time to make changes. You deserve to be surrounded by people who believe in your potential, who are committed to their own growth, and who will support you as you push toward your biggest goals. Your circle should make you better, and you should do the same for them. The quality of your life will depend heavily on the quality of the people you allow into it. Choose wisely and don't be afraid to make the necessary changes to build a circle that will push you towards success.